Welcome back, and you're watching Markets at Noon on ET Now. And like promised, we have a management that is joining in with us now. We have Rajesh Khosla, who is the CEO at AGI Greenpac, joining in with us to talk about their growth story. What should we be expecting in terms of their expansion plans, business outlook going forward as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Khosla, for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now. And first let's talk about the industry that you are in, that you cater to, is in terms of the alcohol, beverages, gourmet food experiences as well. Now, are they in terms of the outlook that you have in the medium and short term for this? What is your growth plan and strategy, and how is that demand trend actually shaping up here?
The Indian market is growing very fast. The economy is growing with 3.8 trillion of the economy and 1.4 billion population. We are expecting that this economy is going to grow to 5 trillion and 6 trillion, which is almost around 60-70% of the growth. So once we have seen that when you are in this part of the GDP per capita, right now we are close to around $2,300 per person, and it will jump to $4,000 or $4,500 per person. There is a huge amount of consumption-based economy which is going to go up. When I say consumptions, the people will go out, they will drink, they will have alcohol, they will have beverages, they will eat food, they will go for supermarkets, shopping, everything. And during this time, the people are also very conscious on their lifestyle, they are very conscious on their health, on their environment, because the people have more focused on the education side also, and they are getting a lot of knowledge on these fronts as compared to the Western countries. So because of this, it is expected that the glass, which is used as a container for these type of things, will certainly going to grow with the big growth path. I can say today India is just 1.8 kg per capita consumption of glass, against the China, which is close to around 12 to 13 kg per capita, and in the European countries and other Western countries, it is around 30 kg or 35 kg per capita consumption. So if we look to these numbers, India stands a very, very bright spot in the consumption of glass.
No, Rajesh, point taken that there's a lot of under-penetration and there's a huge headroom for growth available. But just wanted to kind of get down, how are you likely to grow going forward? I see that your revenues have been in the range of around 550 to 600 crores per quarter. What's the run rate we should expect for full year?
I think we will be following this curve only. And see, we in the future, we expect some organic and inorganic growths we are expecting. And we expect to have a bigger market shares in the times to come. But organic and inorganic growth will certainly going to add up. And certainly this curve of growth, which you might have seen for last 2 years or 3 years, I think we should be maintaining those type of growth curves.
We were hoping for a better growth than that, Rajesh, given the fact talking about some acquisitions which are in the pipeline for inorganic expansion. Tell me the nature of these expansions. What could be the quantum? Which areas are you focusing on, and what's the timeline?
This inorganic expansion or acquisitions, which is in the public domain information, so it is likely to be there. And since this whole acquisition is under the court for all the approvals and everything, so it is not a right thing to say anything on that till the time matter is in the court. But yes, we expect and hope that soon it will be over in next few months or few weeks or something like that. And we expect that this acquisition will happen, and certainly those capacities will be added up with us. And we expect to go for the growth, what we are aiming to go for. And once this is complete, certainly the market is always open. We will be putting a lot of efforts, energy, and directions to see that the consumption of glass in the Indian economy or in the Indian country goes same or similar levels of the other countries which are basically in the western side of the world.
Right. And Rajesh, just one more thing I want to understand also in terms of your margins, that has moved up in the last couple of quarters from late teens, I beg your pardon, to something like an 24 to 26%, something in that range in the last 2 quarters. Could you just talk to us about your margins that one should expect for the rest of the year? How is that raw material shaping up in terms of, do you see that supporting your margins for the year?
The margins growth has been basically because we have worked very hard on the cost side of the business. There has been a lot of bottlenecking has been opened up. Expansions have been made where the economics of the glass making has come up very, very fast in our favor. Besides that, we have also gone for the value-added products, whether it is a new capacity which we have added into specialty glass or the capacity which was existing, we have moved towards the value-added. So slowly, on a top line, we are adding the more value-added products for the better top line. On the other side, we are doing a lot of efforts on the cost reduction part, whether it is an energy saving or alternate type of raw material, what we are trying to use. So this is basically giving us a headroom for our margins, which you have seen. Going forward, we expect that a similar type of trend and similar type of margins will remain the same. And things are being worked out. We are working very hard on R&D side. We are working with a lot of companies who can bring the innovation on the cost side or in the product side so that our margins can go up further. So yes, it is a continuous exercise. It is not an exercise which is just one time. It's a continuous exercise, and we hope to get the better results in the times to come.
Sure, hoping that we'll see even better margins from here on, maybe somewhere between that 25 to 30% going forward. But just before I let you go, Rajesh, wanted your sense about the BPC segment as well, because that still forms a small part of your business. What's the growth rate you're expecting there? Because a lot of players are coming in there as well, and a lot of manufacturing is moving to India. What's the prospect of the BPC segment?
In fact, yes, you are right. A lot of things are moving to India, and geopolitically, India is well positioned, and we hope so that this segment will grow more than 10 to 12% in the times to come. And regarding the growth, what you are saying around the 25-26%, okay, difficult to put the number of 30% or 28%, but certainly we are going to do better than what we are trying to do, and this is a continuous exercise. We are working on that.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Khosla, for joining in with us this afternoon, giving us an understanding on what we should be expecting from the company as well as what are the demand trends that are shaping up there as well. But on that note, viewers, we're going to